Mama's Family, 1983, cast then versus now, 1983 to 2025. Number 1. Ken Berry's step into the heartwarming world of Mama's Family, where Ken Berry graced our screens as the amiable Carl Harper, starting in 1983. His portrayal of a loving husband added a delightful dynamic to the show's comedic core. But Ken Berry's journey extends far beyond Lamford Ridge. Born Kenneth Ronald Berry on November 3, 1933, in Moline, Illinois, his life was a vibrant tapestry woven with dance, military service, and a captivating career in entertainment. Even before his acting days, Berry's passion for dance took center stage. From a young age, his talent propelled him into variety shows, and even a European tour with an Air Force troop. His military service also saw him shine on television, winning a spot on Talent Patrol, and appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show. Following his sergeant's advice, none other than Leonard Nimoy, Berry moved to California, enrolling in acting school. A chance encounter with Lucille Ball proved pivotal. Impressed by his performance in the Billy Barnes Review, she offered him a job at Desilu Studios. It was also during this time that he met and married dancer Jackie Joseph in 1960. Their family grew with the adoption of their son John Kenneth in 1964, and daughter Jennifer Kate in 1965. Berry's breakthrough came with the classic sitcom F Troop in 1965, where he played the bashful Captain Parmenter. Later, he stepped into a leading role in Mayberry RFD in 1968, taking over from Andy Griffith. While the show was a hit, its cancellation in 1971 was a personal blow. Undeterred, Berry continued to pursue his passion, eventually landing the role of Carl Harper in Mama's Family. Initially airing for 2 seasons starting in 1983, the show found even greater success in syndication from 1986 to 1990, with Berry appearing in a total of 130 episodes. Even as he contemplated retirement, Ken Berry continued to grace television screens with occasional roles, and even returned to the stage. Throughout his career, Ken Berry's talent was recognized with a Daytime Emmy nomination for Mama's Family, and awards for his work on Mayberry RFD, and a Kinney Shoes commercial. Known for his pratfalls and physical comedy, Berry's influences included his idol, Fred Astaire, whom he greatly admired. He also held fond memories of his time on Mayberry RFD, appreciating its heartwarming portrayal of small-town life. He cherished his friendship with Vicki Lawrence, acknowledging her exceptional talent as a sketch artist on The Carol Burnett Show. Ken Berry passed away on December 1, 2018, at the age of 85 due to heart complications in Burbank, California. His ashes were scattered into the Pacific Ocean, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable performances. Number 2. Harvey Corman. Harvey Corman, who stepped into the shoes of Alastair Quince in Mama's Family. Though not a regular, his guest appearances brought a special spark to the show. Born Harvey Herschel Corman on February 15, 1927, in Chicago, Illinois, this towering figure with a rich, smooth voice carved a remarkable niche in television comedy. Corman's journey began with a stint on The Danny Kaye Show, where his knack for supporting comedic stars in sketches began to shine. His versatility allowed him to embody a wide array of characters, including the hilariously snooty Great Gazoo in The Flintstones. His decade-long tenure on The Carol Burnett Show cemented his status as a comedic force, earning him 4 Emmy Awards. As part of a true ensemble, Corman thrived, showcasing his wild, over-the-top acting alongside Carol Burnett. Interestingly, he revisited the world of Eunice Higgins in Mama's Family, guest starring as her aimless, philandering husband Ed in 3 episodes during the first 2 seasons, even lending his hand to directing some of them. While primarily known for his television work, Corman also ventured into film, notably in Mel Brooks' comedic masterpieces like Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety, and History of the World Part 1. He even lent his voice to the Flintstones live-action movie as the Dictabird. Beyond his professional life, Corman was married twice, first to Donna Ehlert, with whom he had 2 children, and later to Deborah Fritz, who remained his wife until his passing, and with whom he also had 2 children. Despite his immense talent, Corman remained humble, acknowledging Carol Burnett's incredible generosity as a star. He saw himself as someone who thrived in bizarre roles, perhaps not fitting the typical television star mold. He also recognized the immense talent in his colleague, Vicki Lawrence. After undergoing surgery for a non-cancerous brain tumor in early 2008, Corman tragically suffered a ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm. He passed away at the age of 81 on May 29, 2008, at UCLA Medical Center, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and unforgettable comedic performances. His final resting place is at Santa Monica's Woodlawn Cemetery. Number 3. Rue McClanahan. Rue McClanahan, who brought the character of Aunt Fran Crowley to life in Mama's Family. For 2 years, starting in 1982, she graced the show with her presence as the somewhat prudish Aunt Fran, until the character's departure paved the way for an even more iconic role. Born Eddie Rue McClanahan on February 21, 1934, in Hilton, Oklahoma, her journey took her from the New York stage in the 1950s to becoming a beloved figure on television. It was the keen eye of Norman Lear that recognized McClanahan's talent, casting her in pivotal roles in groundbreaking shows like All in the Family and Maude. Following her time as Aunt Fran in Mama's Family, McClanahan truly hit her comedic stride as the sharp-tongued, oversexed Southern belle Blanche Devereaux in the timeless sitcom The Golden Girls, where she reunited with Bea Arthur and Betty White and shared the screen with Estelle Getty. All 4 actresses earned Emmy Awards for their unforgettable performances. After 7 successful seasons and the departure of Bea Arthur, McClanahan, White, and Getty continued their journey in the spin-off series The Golden Palace. Beyond her iconic role as Blanche, McClanahan also appeared in films like Out to Sea, alongside Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, and Starship Troopers with Casper Van Dien. She also dedicated her time and energy to causes close to her heart, actively supporting organizations fighting against cancer, AIDS, and animal cruelty. In her personal life, Rue McClanahan was married 6 times, with her final marriage to Maura Wilson lasting until her death. She cherished her time on The Golden Girls, even keeping all the fabulous outfits she wore on the show, and incorporating them into her everyday wardrobe. A breast cancer survivor herself, diagnosed in 1997, she became an advocate, sharing her experiences in a series of lectures titled Aging Gracefully. Interestingly, she modeled Blanche Devereaux's memorable accent after Rosalind Carter. Rue McClanahan passed away on June 3, 2010, at the age of 76 in Manhattan, New York City, due to a brain hemorrhage. Her legacy lives on through her unforgettable characters and her dedication to both her craft and the causes she championed. Her warmth, wit, and talent left an indelible mark on television history. Betty White. Betty White, a true legend of television, who graced Mama's Family as Ellen Harper Jackson. While she became most famous for her roles as the devious Sue Ann Nivens on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and the lovable Rose Nyland on The Golden Girls, her career spanned decades, including her own series Life with Elizabeth in 1952. Born Betty Marion White on January 17, 1922, in Oak Park, Illinois, her heritage was a blend of Danish, Greek, English, and Welsh roots. Before becoming a celebrated comedic actress and animal activist, Betty served in the American Women's Voluntary Services during World War II and worked as a disc jockey. In a remarkable display of her principles, she stood by black tap dancer Arthur Duncan on her show in the 1950s, even when producers pressured her to remove him, famously saying, "He stays. Live with it." Sadly, the show was cancelled shortly thereafter. While Betty was considered for the role of the vivacious Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls, her previous portrayal of the aggressive Sue Ann Nivens led to her being cast as the naive Rose Nyland, a decision that proved iconic. Interestingly, both Betty and Rue McClanahan had semi-regular roles on Mama's Family before The Golden Girls, with Betty playing the conniving Ellen Harper. Betty's personal life included 3 marriages, with her longest and perhaps most cherished being to television game show host Alan Ludden until his passing. A tireless advocate for animals, she was also inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. Throughout her illustrious career, Betty White received numerous accolades, including 7 Emmy Awards, 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and a Grammy Award. She was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located next to her beloved husband Alan Ludden. Notably, She was the oldest of the four principal actresses on The Golden Girls and the last to pass away. Betty White passed away peacefully from a cerebrovascular accident, stroke, on December 31st, 2021, at the remarkable age of 99, just weeks shy of her 100th birthday. Her sparkling blue eyes, infectious smile, and sunny disposition left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment, and her legacy as the Grand Dame of television continues to shine brightly. Anne Haney. Anne Haney, who brought the character of Alberta Meacham to Mama's Family. Though her acting career blossomed later in life, Anne made a significant impact on both television and film. Born Anne Ryan Thomas on March 4, 1934, in Memphis, Tennessee, her journey to Hollywood was a testament to her determination and talent. After studying drama, radio, and television at the University of North Carolina and briefly working at a Memphis television station, Anne dedicated herself to family life after marrying John Haney. However, by the 1970s, with her daughter grown, she ventured into local theatre and commercials. This led to a 2-year tour with the production of Noel Coward's Fallen Angels. Following her husband's passing in 1980, Anne made the move to California, eager to pursue her acting aspirations. Her career quickly took off, landing her a role in the film Hopscotch alongside Walter Matthau. She also graced the stage, notably in Verdigris. When asked about starting her career later in life, she humorously remarked that it was gravy and a wonderful way to spend the last third of my life. While Anne Haney is perhaps best remembered for her memorable supporting roles in films like Mrs. Doubtfire as Mrs. Sellner, The American President as Mrs. Chapel, and Liar Liar as Greta, she also made her mark on television. She had guest roles in popular series such as Designing Women, Charmed, ER, and of course Mama's Family, where she played Reverend Lloyd Meacham's wife, Alberta. She also had recurring roles in Northern Exposure and Dharma and Greg. A longtime and active member of Theatre West in North Hollywood, Anne Haney built a reputation as a talented and versatile character actress. She was a close friend of Robert Reed and played a supportive role during his illness. Anne Haney passed away on May 26, 2001, at the age of 67, due to heart failure in Studio City, California. Her ability to bring depth and humor to her supporting roles left a lasting impression on audiences, proving that it's never too late to pursue one's passions. Number 7. Joseph Campanella. Joseph Campanella, who appeared in Mama's Family as Mr. Hanson. A gaunt, wavy-haired actor with Sicilian-American roots, Campanella was a ubiquitous presence on television throughout the 1960s and 70s, and his career remained vibrant well into his 80s. Born Joseph Anthony Campanella on November 21, 1924, in New York City, he was the younger brother of fellow actor Frank Campanella. Campanella's early connection to the entertainment world began as a teenage sports announcer for a small Pennsylvania radio station. During World War II, he served in the U.S. Navy and remarkably commanded a landing craft at the young age of 18. After the war, he initially pursued architecture before earning a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature and pursuing a master's degree in speech and drama at Columbia University. His stage career commenced in 1954 at the Colonial Theatre in Boston, eventually leading him to Hollywood. Beginning in 1952, Campanella amassed numerous guest credits in television and even had a recurring role in Mannix as Lou Wickersham, the sophisticated head of a detective agency, for which he received an Emmy Award nomination. Throughout his career, he was often cast as priests, police officers, or doctors, showcasing a talent for portraying characters with intense or troubled personalities. He also had significant roles in daytime soap operas, including The Bold and the Beautiful and the Dynasty spin-off The Colbys. Beyond acting, Campanella was a sought-after narrator, lending his voice to National Geographic specials and commercials for major brands like BMW and the National Automotive Parts Association. His Broadway credits included productions of Captain and the Kings, Hotspot, Born Yesterday, and The Caine Mutiny. He received a Tony nomination in 1962 for his performance in A Gift of Time. Joseph Campanella passed away on May 16, 2018, at the age of 93 due to complications from Parkinson's disease in Sherman Oaks, California. Brad Trumbull. Brad Trumbull, who appeared in Mama's Family as Larry the Cop, born Brad Raymond Trumbull on November 25, 1924 in Canoga Park, California. He was a dedicated performer who spent 4 decades actively involved in theater. While his primary focus was the stage, Trumbull also occasionally lent his talents to feature films and television. His film credits include roles in Paratroop Command and Flight That Disappeared. He also made appearances on popular television series, including Mannix, showcasing his versatility as an actor across different mediums. His role as Larry the Cop in Mama's Family added to his list of television credits. Brad Trumbull passed away on his 70th birthday, November 25, 1994, in Los Angeles, California, due to heart failure. Dorothy Van, who brought the endearing character of Aunt Effie Harper to Mama's Family. A native of Moline, Illinois, born on January 10, 1928, Dorothy embarked on her acting career in 1946. It was in the 1980s that she became known to a wider audience as Aunt Effie Harper in the beloved sitcom Mama's Family. What makes her contribution even more special is that she also penned several episodes of the series, showcasing her dual talents as both a performer and a writer. Her work behind the scenes extended to other popular shows of the era, including Silver Spoons and Punky Brewster, where she also served as a writer. Beyond her acting and writing career, Dorothy was known to be friends with the iconic child star Shirley Temple. She passed away on May 16, 2002, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 74, after battling Parkinson's disease. Jeffrey Lewis, who brought the character of Claude Canemaker to Mama's Family. With his distinctive, often rustic looks, Lewis built a solid career in both film and television. Born Jeffrey Bond Lewis on July 31, 1935, in Plainfield, New Jersey, he developed a passion for acting early on, even staging his own one-man shows in high school. After summer stock and off-Broadway productions, Lewis found his way to Hollywood, landing his first minor movie role in The Culpeper Cattle Co. He then began a long and fruitful association with Clint Eastwood, appearing in several of Eastwood's films, including High Plains Drifter, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, the Every Which Way But Loose movies, Bronco Billy, Pink Cadillac, and Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Equally active on the small screen, Lewis guest starred in numerous high-profile television series. His talent was recognized with a Golden Globe nomination for his performance in the series Flow. Beyond acting, Lewis was also a member of the musical storytelling group Celestial Navigations. He was also recognized for his humanitarian work with the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award and won Best Actor at the 2006 California Independent Film Festival Slate Awards for his role in Old Man Music. In his personal life, Jeffrey Lewis was the father of actress Juliette Lewis. He was married twice and had a total of 9 children. He was also known to be a firearms enthusiast. Jeffrey Lewis passed away on April 7, 2015, at the age of 79, due to a heart attack while working out at his home in Woodland Hills, California. Barney Martin, who played Billy Field in Mama's Family. Born on March 3, 1923, in Queens, New York City, Martin had a fascinating journey into acting, marked by a significant career change. Before becoming a recognizable figure on screen, Barney Martin served as a New York City policeman for an impressive 20 years. He also served as a navigator in the U.S. Air Force during World War II. It was during his time as a police officer that he discovered his comedic side, adding jokes to speeches he made for deputy commissioners. Interestingly, he even once served as a stand-in for the equally hefty Jackie Gleason. His entry into the world of film came through Mel Brooks, who cast him in the classic comedy The Producers. This marked the beginning of a successful acting career that included notable roles in the film Arthur, and most famously as Morty Seinfeld, Jerry's father, in the iconic sitcom Seinfeld. While he is widely known for his role in Seinfeld, Barney Martin also appeared in various other television shows, including Mama's Family as Billy Field. His warm and approachable demeanor made him a welcome presence in any production. He also lent his voice to the animated series Real Monsters, and appeared in shows like The Wonder Years, Sisters, and Life Goes On. Barney Martin was married to Catherine Martin from 1942 until his passing, and they had 2 children. He passed away on March 21, 2005, at the age of 81, due to cancer in Studio City, California.